Hey, another life lesson. So I was at work today, and I got a couple bosses they think they're sneaky, right? And all I could hear was, they smile in your face. All the while they want to take your place. They're backstabbers. I think the OJs sing that. But anyways, it's funny when you talk to people, just mingle around. You can start finding out the truth in what people are doing. And then go, that makes total sense. I knew you were fake. That's why I never talked to you openly, right? So just remember, when you're glowing and everyone's like, hey, how you doing? Everyone recognizes you. There's people that want to be you. There's people that they don't see what you have that they don't have. It's you're raising your vibration. You're leveling up. They're staying the same. These are manipulators that are shady, that they're used to things going in their favor because, like I said, they lie to you. They make you false promises. They pit you against other people. I remember about 3 months ago at my job, I have this boss that he was like, don't talk to anybody. You can't trust anybody here. And started giving me this big, long, fear-mongering, just trying to get me to be like, oh, no. Well, the more I ignored it and was like, whatever. And people were like, hey, Sheena, what's up? Hey, how's it going? And just me strolling through my day, right? And he just looking at me like, I can't stand you. And it's funny because as he was trying to isolate me and tear me down, things in his life were falling apart. His boyfriend dumped him. His car got stolen the next day. Then he didn't have a cell phone, and then he got his cell phone turned back on. Then he lost his cell phone again. And it was just like, I'm watching karma beat his butt up. And I was like, maybe because you're dishonest, Maybe because you manipulate and lie and you stab people in the back. You create problems and drama where there could be peace and people working together and having a good day at work, right? But some people don't want to do that. They don't know how to be a team player. So like I said originally, when you get to where you're glowing and you're just enjoying life, you're going to see these people that have the dark clouds over their head come along and they want to pop your bubble. Like, nah, you ain't as good as you think you are. No, you're not as pretty as you act like you are. Or no, you don't have it as good as you portray. Or they want to show you to be a liar. And there's a reason why they do this. You unintentionally poke at their insecurities. You are something that they are not. And then they're like, but if you can do it, I can do it. But they don't want to do the work to be where you're at. So they will come and try to drag you back down into their pits of hell instead of going, you know what? If I hang around them, listen, and change my attitude and refocus my energy and change my mindset, I could maybe grow and learn. But then they would have to prove or admit to themselves that they're lesser than you. Nobody's more or less than anybody else. What you put into the world, you're going to get back out of it. If you're a manipulator, if you're stingy, if you lie and steal and cheat, that's all you're going to attract into your life. You can honestly change the mindset, and then you're going to see the world come at you in a different way. And it's almost like a new paradigm, like you're shifting realities, and it's not necessarily that. It's just that your energy has changed. We're all magnets. Look at, like, when you take pants out of the dryer and you didn't put in dryer sheets and there's all that static and you're like, oh my God, it won't stop sticking to me. The same with humans. We attract things around us. If we're glowing and happy, you're going to bring in more of your soul tribe. But also at the same time, those backstabbers are watching. And they're like, no, you're not. But I want to tell you a little secret. Just do this. hey, yay, I love life. Because it's funny, when I went to go where I was supposed to go at work today, nobody was there. Normally it's a bunch of us that show up at a certain time. Like I said, nobody was there. Well, the one that tries to stab me in the back was walking by, and I asked, have you seen so-and-so? No. Well, just do what you normally do. And I stood around for like 5 minutes. I was like, I'm not going to be the only person over here. I got things to do. So I went back over. Took my time going back over, but I went back over to where I was originally. He was over there, and he was and talking to the other girl that they're buddy. And in the end, she's and then sees me, and so automatically, what does that tell any intelligent person? Oh, y'all got a little game going on. Then she came up, well, how was it? So instead of me grumbling and, oh, it was great. I actually really enjoyed it. She couldn't stand it. So when you don't show people that you're upset, when you don't let it bother you, it changes the game. All of a sudden, they're no longer capable of being the manipulator. And with the holidays, of course, everything was hectic and everyone was exhausted and everybody was on edge. And it was like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I can't think. I don't know what I'm doing. And now that they've calmed down, it's like that fog has lifted and the truth is able to come out. But in the end, what's the purpose in all of it? And I'm asking this to the people that are the manipulators, that it's easier to focus on yourself. It's easier to do the internal work. Yeah, it hurts. But isn't it a lonely life to go around and try to convince others that they're less than what they are so you can feel empowered? Because in the end, all you're doing is creating a world of losers like yourself. We can all be winners. We can all have each other's back. Be supportive. Make sure everyone's taken care of. When you take care of everyone else, you're always taken care of. It's, once again, a mindset. You know, I've always said it doesn't matter how small my table is or how much money I have. If someone's in need, my table can get longer. I can grow or give because it's not going to hurt me. What is it by sharing your blessings with someone else? Someone that maybe hasn't had a meal, a home-cooked meal in a while. And you cooked a meal and you're going to put the leftovers in the fridge and throw them away at the end of the week. It's all about sharing and caring. It's about making sure your neighbors, your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your mothers, everyone is taken care of. Because we have to have each other's back. Now, it doesn't mean you have to settle and say, oh, I'll take less because you want to give me less. That's showing that you have no self-worth. And at the same time, it's not staying in a situation that's toxic because you'd rather not be alone. That's codependency. That's another toxic trait. These are those things you have to work on to begin to heal and glow and kind of float on air as you walk by. Where you get to the, hey, yeah, what's up? And I've been sick for the last few days and everyone's like, you okay? I don't like this version of you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like this version of me either, because I've just been like, oh my God, one more day. Just got to make it through today and tomorrow and I'll be okay. And oh my God, I'm just so dizzy and tired. But life's lifing, right? That's the hard part with being an adult. When you are the provider, you can't really get a day off. And it's hard, but it's better to work through what you're capable of. Now, it's different if you need to be in the hospital. You don't just ignore that, and keep going. Because, like I said before, when you're helping others, guess what? When you need that assistance, it comes back. Blessings and miracles do occur. I've had many of them. I've had so many things that I was like, oh my God, that was like last second. You know, it's like you throw the ball and then the timer ticks to 0 and then it hits the rim and it's like, is it, will it, won't it, will it? Oh, and you win the game. Those are divine. It's divine intervention. Did you keep your faith? Did you let the backstabber, the thief, the devil tear you down and make you doubt yourself and make you give up on your hopes and your dreams and the things that you've been working towards? Because I've always said little schemes can turn into big dreams. It's a matter of where you invest your time, your energy, your thoughts. But when you allow other people to come in and I got something for you today, and it tears you down, all you're doing is fluctuating. And I use the term bipolar in one of my other videos, and someone tried to give me some big, long response, and basically how they couldn't agree with me. I lost them at bipolar. Okay. Bipolar is going from one pole to the other. High, low, high, low. That's the problem with the world. Everything is so literal. People can't use their creative minds and apply it how it needs to be applied and go, oh, that makes sense. Instead, that same person wanted to mansplain to me about what I needed to do with my life. Okay? If it doesn't resonate with you, don't feel obligated to keep listening. Because how many people in this world are speaking? I'm not the only one. And if you feel the need to correct me, and you're so smart, you can go off and start your own channel. You can go out and try to help people. It's not necessarily easy when there's not that piece of paper that says, I have credentials. I don't claim to be a therapist. I do not claim to be anything that is going to save anybody. I'm not here to save anybody. I'm here to share my story and help people understand, oh, that shit happens to me too. Because when you can start seeing it from an outside source, you can find the patterns in your own life. You can start finding the manipulators and the backstabbers and the thieves and the liars and the ones that are pitting you against your friends and your family and trying to pull you away. They're trying to isolate you, especially when they feel that they have found a prime target, an energy source for themselves that allows them to feel empowered. You don't have to be somebody's, the word I used with a friend today was, oh, you're their new bitch. And he even goes, oh my God, you're exactly right. It was a couple of us talking about somebody he's dealing with, a narcissist, and how he treated his mom, and in the end said, I don't know how I feel about the whole situation. But when I laid it all out for him, he was like, you're right. But at some point we have to realize we're being enablers. When you enable the devil to keep playing a game, the devil still thinks he's going to win. When you allow people to feed negative energy to you and you're like, keep putting it in, and you keep finding yourself just like, oh my God, I can't go on another day. That's when hopefully anything I'm saying will make you go, oh my God, I didn't look at it like that. I felt bad for thinking about it like that, but I see I'm not the only one that feels that way. Let me tell you, if you ever feel a certain way, it's your gut talking. Don't second guess it. That is your intuition. That is your higher guidance system. That's you being led away from certain situations. There's always a battle between the ego and the spirit. And the sad thing is, when you do get in alignment with that spirit of yourself and that egoic person comes along, that's when they're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And they don't expect you to lash out. And that's where when you turn around and go, yes, I am. Yes, I am. They're like, oh my God, why would you talk to me like that? Why would you do that? You didn't think I was capable of defending myself? Because that's what weak-minded people think. They want to find somebody weaker than they are. And the sad thing is, somebody who's weak-minded will find somebody who is strong-willed and target them and steadily pick at them. And over time, they will degrade your sense of self if you stick around long enough. So just start recognizing those backstabbers, those people that aren't really your friends, those people that don't really care about you, because they put on a very good show. Not a show I'd buy tickets to, but one I can see coming and smell from a mile away. But it took a while to get to the point in my life to where I could go, I know your kind. Toodles, we're good. No, I don't really want to entertain you at all. And if they stand around and they gossip about everyone else, guess what? They're talking about you behind your back too. So just remember to pick and choose your acquaintances, friends, and confidants very carefully. Because in the end, they could be little Draculas that are sucking the life out of you. So I'm going to go drink my turmeric and ginger tea and try to feel better. And on that, peace, love, and light. Bye-bye.